Yikes, is this another podcast?
You bet Santa and his sweet reindeers. It's another podcast. Welcome back to Yikes, It's Another Podcast. I'm Kayla. This is Christina. Just two girlies out here yapping about all the things happening.
Yap, yap, yap. That's what I do best, according
Ho,
to
ho, ho,
everyone
yap,
I
yap,
know.
yap. I know, right? Like, can't tell us to shut up.
Instead of ho, 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 it's a yap, 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 for sure.
The yappiest time of the year.
I love it. I'm so excited for this time of year.
I too.
If you are a frequent yapper, you've realized the girlies haven't been around for quite some time.
No, the way people have been clamoring. When are you recording Yap? When are we yapping? I mean, the yappers won't stop. My DMs are full.
And by that, we mean Lisa, my mother-in-law, her mom, and
Jeremy. He's like, when are you guys recording? I mean, I think it's been like weeks and weeks. They've been, oh, jeez, the yappers are at us.
Oh my gosh. We get it, guys. We're your only source of entertainment. I get it. But like, I've been busy. It's busy season. For everyone, I think, but also just in general. It's the holiday season. We had Thanksgiving. Are coming up on Christmas very soon, and it's just been a busy time.
It has been very busy. Plus, your work schedule is so like up and down, different. You know, like thankfully you're busy. It keeps you busy. You know, because idle hands and whatnot. But it is hard to predict sometimes when we're gonna be able to do things.
And when we do have the time, and it's like, but our brains can't function.
Yes.
Like, shout out to all the people who do this, like, daily, weekly.
Yeah.
It's hard. So we're trying our best.
I know people have been saying that like we need to do it more often. I can't imagine people doing like podcasts. No. But I will say like the podcast, you know, people listen to on like a regular basis, that's their job. Like that is what they're getting paid to do.
It's their job, or they're an influencer and they just have to go home and like okay, every time I say, like, they're an influencer, I always think of, like, that Michaela girl. And she's like, try being an influencer for a day. Try it. And everyone's like, yeah, girly.
Okay.
It's not that hard. But, yeah, they are, you know, they have different demanding schedules, I'm sure. But, like, not, you know, the 9 to 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. But we're here. We're yapping. So we haven't yapped since Halloween. I hate Halloween, so we don't even have to go into Halloween. Yeah. But, like... Thanksgiving time was great. Like Thanksgiving
was so nice. This has been one of my top Thanksgivings. Like it was so nice.
Aw, why is that?
Well, because you guys like surprised us by coming. I was like really bummed when I like heard you guys weren't coming. I'm like, oh no, why am I cooking? Like, thank God I did.
Just order pizza.
Yeah, literally. No, I like really love Thanksgiving. Okay, this is my. Well, it's not like my hot take that I was going to go in with, but I'll just say it. Thanksgiving, other than the reason for the season situation, Thanksgiving is better than Christmas because there's no like societal pressure on Christmas. Like, yes, Christmas decorations are better. Like the real reason for Christmas is like the supreme reason. But if you're looking at like the traditional ways we're celebrating, I like Thanksgiving better.
That is such a hot take because that's the opposite take I will ever have. I hate Thanksgiving.
That's so funny.
I'm so sorry. Like, you literally have gather written in your home because you love when people gather. So you have Thanksgiving year round.
Yeah, I love Thanksgiving.
And I got, like, you and your mom and I talked about this on Thanksgiving. Like, I got emotional because I was like, it is nice when you have a place to go for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, like, I mean, me included, but, like, a lot of people just, like, they don't have that anymore because, like, our world's broken. And, you know, so it's just, like, one of those holidays that, like, you really do have to make the best of, like, what you have. And I feel like I was always the person that was just, like, I was literally like Scrooge when it came to Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know who the Thanksgiving person, like maybe a grumpy turkey.
A grumpy pilgrim.
And a grumpy pilgrim. I was the Indians. I was upset. And I was like, why are we doing this, you
For
guys?
For good reason.
Like, yeah. And so, no. But it was lovely. Yeah, we weren't planning on coming. And then I woke up and I was grumpy. And I said, why don't we just leave our environment and go to another environment, and I can maybe be in a better mood. So that's what we did. We surprised you guys.
And did it
was
work? Did you get in
lovely.
a better mood?
Yeah, no, I was instantly in a better mood. Like, food helps for sure, but I think just like being around family is
Yep.
nice.
It was so fun. Your dad was, he came and he was so funny. He's so
Sure.
funny.
I will say I do love my dad is at this stage where, like, if you have old parents, like, for me, I grew up with, like, my dad was old. Like he's 79, and like that's like most of my high school teachers' parents were younger than my dad.
Yeah.
Like, it was so weird. But like as they get older, they just get quieter.
Yeah.
And I just am a big fan. Like, they just because like years and years, shout out dad, love you, but like years and years of just like chaotic
Has your dad ever
Thanksgivings.
listened to our podcast?
No, I don't
Does he
even
know what a
think he knows
podcast
it.
is?
No, he knows what a podcast is, but I don't think he listens to mine. But like if he does, shout out, hey. But like it was just like Thanksgiving's very overstimulating anyway,
Yeah.
so it's just nice to have one person that's like, you sit in the corner and you pet that dog, and
Yeah.
you don't have to talk to anybody. And when someone says your name, you say, huh, what? What'd you say? And that's great.
He is so
So-
funny. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, it was lovely. I'm glad we came. But yeah, so that was Thanksgiving. That's a little Thanksgiving recap. Anything else that you took from the holiday that you really enjoyed?
No, I was like so excited that you and Cody came and surprised Mom. And I know it was going to be like a surprise for everybody, but I was like, I had to tell my dad because my dad would have like panicked had I not told him. But my mom like loves surprises, so we kept it from her. I think all of us, except for me because I live here, have surprised my mom at one point by like arriving like randomly. She lives for it. She like eats it up. Do you remember the
You
4th
should
of
just-
July whenever... No, I surprise my mom all the time. I'll just show up at her house sometimes. Like, that's not a
You
surprise.
should just start popping up places and be like,
surprise! At her crochet group, I'll just pop in. Wait, that's actually a really good idea.
oh my gosh. 4th of July, what happened?
Do you remember like
I'm
a
sure I
couple
was
years
there.
ago at 4th of July, like in Tennessee, and Chrissy had just gotten back from her deployment, and she like showed up and surprised my parents?
Yes, I do remember
Yeah,
this.
that was iconic.
Yeah. That was a good one.
That was a good
like
one.
A shock.
Because she's, shocked the whole family.
Yeah. No, that was good.
Yeah, that was a good one. Are
But
you
yeah,
excited
she
for the
seems to
upcoming
surprise.
Christmas season? We're like in the midst of it. It's here.
My hot take. I love the Christmas season. It's not actually a hot take. It's just like my job. Christmas season is, I try to get ahead of it every year because for my job, without getting into too much detail, for my job, I'm in charge heavily about like for Christmas things. Like I am
You're in it.
I am Mrs. Claus. And so I am organizing, I'm wrapping, I'm doing all the ordering.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. I always procrastinate every single year. And so now, like, if you turn to my left, if I showed you, there's a mountain of Amazon packages and all the things that need to be done. And
Yeah, that's how my bedroom is currently. Like, it's just like mountains of Amazon packages. And I'm like, first of all, like, do my kids not notice? Because it's their stuff in there. And they just haven't, like, and they're open packages. Because I'm like, what's this one? No. I mean, they have not
They don't-
rifled at all. Like, they don't care. Not that they don't care. I just think it hasn't, like, dawned on them. Like we could go through these.
So funny. Wait,
Yeah.
why don't they? Oh, I was so Snoopy as a kid. I would be like, where are they?
No, my sister would. I'm like really getting myself in hot water though. But my sister would go through like she would find the hiding spot. My parents had to hide stuff because my sister would find stuff and just report back. She would give us all the information. So was I doing anything wrong? No, but I also was not telling her not to. Like.
Right. You weren't like, oh my gosh, Chrissy, stop. No, my siblings would do that and they would find it and not tell me because I was
Oh,
the youngest.
yeah.
And I was like, not fair. Like, but they knew that I was a blabber and I would 1000% be like, Mom, Dad, they found the hiding spot.
And that blabbing has led you here.
As a certified yapper, I can concur. I would have yapped about that. No, I'm not a good secret keeper, but for like being an adult, I am because
Yeah. Well, you've matured. Your prefrontal cortex is fully developed now, so you're good.
it really is. So yeah. So anyways, all that to say, I love the Christmas season. I'm trying to slow down while also speeding up my production process at like Santa HQ over here. But I'm just trying to soak it all in and not get super stressed out, because I tend to do that when I have so much to do. But we're just taking it day by day. And you know
Exactly. And you just have to enjoy the season you're in.
And like, it's not about the gifts, y'all. It's not. Really not. Your kids will be fine.
Yep.
If they get a couple of gifts and then you forget a couple, they're going to be fine. They won't even know about the gifts that you were going to get. They don't even know that you were going to get them. So like, it's fine.
And my kids are not like very materialistic kids. And like all they do is play outside. And they have like outside things.
Love it.
They're not asking for anything, which almost makes it like more difficult, because I'm like, but what do you want? Like,
literally,
something's got to be in your stocking. What is it?
It's about to be gum. So
yeah, exactly. Like, do you want a lump of coal? Because we're headed there.
No, literally, that's the worst. I'm like, I need a list. Everyone makes their list and they hand it to me, and I'm like,
that's
it
so
needs
nice.
to be on my desk by Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, it never works though.
No.
They're like, well, I have some things I'm not sure about. Literally, you're not getting it. Sorry.
You're not getting it. Sorry, cut off.
But they're like, but Santa will bring it. And I'm like, anyways. But yeah, so enjoying the season. But
well, so should we get into it?
I guess.
I guess we should, get into it.
But like, how are you?
How am I? I am actually really good. And as much as I say like the Christmas season is stressful, I'm choosing not to be stressed about it, because I don't want to look back and have missed out on like enjoying the time with my kids, because I was stressed out about like the family dynamics about stuff. Like, it's tough when you're, it's tough when you like get married, and I've been married for like, coming up on 11 years now. Mm-hmm. So I'm like used to the family dynamics, but it's hard when you get married, because you have to like adopt a whole nother family's like traditions.
Right.
And then if your spouse's parents are divorced, you have double, but then your families, and you're also trying to create your own. So now we're up to quadruple.
Yep.
No, I am prioritizing my family. I'm prioritizing my unit. If we don't come to one family's thing, like it's just going to have to be how it is.
Zoom. I know that COVID made Zoom like icky, but it's like, can we all just have a little chat?
Yeah.
Can we all yap like this for a couple minutes and
Exactly.
then go about our days?
Yep.
I firmly believe, and it's hard when you don't have kids, but as someone who observes you and your family unit, I'm like, I would not go anywhere. I would not be, I'd say like, this is my unit. I'm staying here. If you want to celebrate, you will come on my terms.
Yep.
In the same way, like when you have a baby, it's like, don't show up at my house unannounced. Like, it's your unit.
And my parents are like the champions of that, because they're like, just squeeze us in whenever. Like, could be 3 weeks after, could be Super Bowl. Like, they just want, they're like, what is it? Their love language is quality time. Like my dad's especially is quality time. Yeah. He just wants you to spend time with him. Like, it does not have to be on Christmas, because he likes quality time all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the best. We're going to choose joy this season.
Yep, exactly.
I just want to have a Christmas PJ Christmas, which means I just want to be comfortable, and I
ordered the cutest Christmas PJs on Shein recently. I have to send them to you. They're so cute. What if we had matching PJs on Christmas?
Oh, I literally was just thinking like,
that'd be
send
so
them to me.
Cute.
Are they like girly?
They're
are they
very girly
ones?
swirly.
Okay,
they're
so
cute
like
bows, cute.
Then I want those. But I was gonna say, do you and Jeremy and the kids have matching
So all
PJs?
my kids have I say all, like I have 17 kids. My kids have matching pajamas. My kids have matching pajamas, but it's hard. Like, we do the Old Navy thing because it's a good price, and their pajamas are nice. Like, they're very durable.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Like Oliver is still currently wearing his pajamas from last year. He loves them.
Slay.
Yeah. No, literally.
Slay. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I'm glad you get the ones from Old Navy, because the pajama drama on TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
We weren't even going to talk about it.
No, we were not, because that was on a story, but it's so
It is now.
It is
so
now.
Let's jump into it,
Yeah.
I was going to say I don't have, beverage to open because it's already been open, but this episode is sponsored by what I'm drinking, which is, let's see, 1, 2, 3 beverages.
What is that?
Something I saw something I saw at Costco, and I said, "Can we get it?"
I
Because
love.
real quick, we'll jump into the stories, but like, oh my gosh, y'all! As in the words of Kayla, I've been transformed to a new society. I have a garage refrigerator. That's right.
Ooh, she's
That's
moving
right.
up.
I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. Literally, no one can stop me. I should like send you a picture. It's insane what I put in this fridge. I fully stocked it.
I'm so excited to see. Like, I know this picture. Did you do
No.
one of those ASMR videos where they're like,
I should have
take
but
everything out of your
also
fridge and redo it? Like,
at the that'd be so much work. But no, I literally put so much in this refrigerator. I went to Costco. I sent you a picture.
I love. It's the jug of milk for me.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's apple cider, and then I put my, but it's just like, it's so nice to have a beverage slash, here's where I proof my bread fridge, because I've been in my bread era. Anyways, it's just, it's a new, you guys have a garage fridge,
Yeah, we
right?
do. Mm-hmm.
It's like a luxury that you don't understand until like you forget about it.
Yeah, and then you're like, how did I ever live without a garage fridge? Like, where was I putting my drinks before?
Literally, and I'm like
Like, the inside fridge, that's
for
prime
groceries.
real estate. Like, you don't want to take stuff up there. Like,
It's wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this episode is sponsored by my 3 beverages.
by beverages.
Because I have a beverage
Beveragino.
fridge. Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, so wait, let's talk about real quick. I know we have other stories, but like Pajamagate.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yes, let's pajama-gate it up.
So I don't have anything like written down for it, but
I don't either.
let me tell you, it was just like, it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah, and like, I know, okay, so I like Cecily. Or, Cecily Bachman, is that her name? Bachman?
Yeah.
Something like that, off of TikTok, for our yappers, if you're not chronically online like we are.
Mm-hmm.
There were these 2 sister-in-laws who are content creators who...
should we start a pajama?
Wait, should we start a pajama line?
Anyways, continue.
Yeah, they like are content creators, and they both move like pretty close to each other, like in Nashville, I think. And they are getting popular and popular and popular. And they started a pajama line, but they are charging so much money for their pajamas, which that was not my beef with it, because there's gonna be high-end pajamas. Like, who cares what they're charging?
Right.
My beef with it was the quality. They were charging like really outrageous prices, and then they were like canceling people's orders if they were afraid they were gonna like smash them online, like give them bad reviews.
They really, like, it was never to me about the price of the pajamas, because in this day and age, like, things are expensive.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're manufacturing from like a Shein factory, like, sure, I mean, I don't think they should have been $90 whatever, but
Right,
like the way they describe these pajamas, and the way like it was such weird wording for things. They're like, they're long, not too long. And I'm like, that's not a professional business
But not
phrase
too
to
long.
use.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
And the one
they
girl,
just-
Samantha, the sister-in-law, she's tall, right? Isn't she tall?
Yeah, I think she's really tall.
And then Cecily's very
doesn't look tall.
short.
Right. So I'm like, so it was just a quality control issue.
Yeah.
And if you're going to launch something, you should do it right. But then don't also be like mean about it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just very interesting to see all of it play out. Like, and it's just a testament to like people on the internet do not care about feelings. Like, which is sad. Like,
Yeah.
I do think people need to just like be kind.
Just like be
these
cool. Be cool.
Like, these are real people.
Yeah.
And they have like real families. And sure, they're like making mistakes. I think that they just need to like regroup and
touch grass. Like just touch grass. Turn off your phone, log off, go outside, spend time with your kids. Like, it's okay. Yeah.
But I'm
I
looking at
worry
the
like for
website
their
right
mental
now.
health, because now people are like attacking them, and I'm like, y'all, like, it's not that serious. Like, if they want to sell their crappy pajamas for $100, like, let them.
Like, literally,
You don't have to
it's
come
not-
for them. It's not that serious.
It's not bothering you.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's not affecting your life at all. I mean, there was one thing that was weird, which is like, they had a weird slogan on a kid's shirt.
Oh,
about,
yeah,
like,
that was
looking
weird.
like a snack.
But and
I
then
was
when
like,
they got bad feedback, they changed it, and then people were like, they changed it. And I'm like, but y'all asked them to. Like, you literally told them to.
yeah, it's just like influencers are gonna try to get money.
Yeah.
That's literally. I'm sorry, that's their job.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, do you need to buy the pajamas? No. And like, are they probably crappy, like Shein quality? Yeah, but like, you would do two for a check. Like,
Yeah,
sorry, if they're-
exactly. Like,
So I don't
try
know.
being an
It's-
influencer for a day.
Oh my gosh.
It all comes back to Michaela.
It all comes back, Michaela.
Everything's coming up Michaela.
Oh my gosh, literally. So yeah, that was that. But what else has been going on?
Okay. So, not to like break the fourth wall, but I saw in the notes that you're going to a wedding and you need a dress. I literally texted my other sister-in-law and said, she and I are going to a wedding and neither of us have a dress. When is your wedding that you're going to?
My wedding is not November. My wedding is New Year's Eve of this year.
Oh, that's cute.
So cute. I'm so excited. But yes, the dress journey is killing me.
So mine is December 28th. It's Jeremy's stepsister, so my husband's stepsister.
Cute.
Yeah, she's getting married. And it's like of the Christmas ilk. So like Christmassy vibes.
Mine's like metallic vibes because
Yeah.
I'm technically a bridesmaid, but she has a lot of them. It was the bachelorette trip I went on and we talked about it.
Yeah,
Where-
cute.
So it needs to be like metallic-y / New Year's Eve.
I love
is the
that.
vibe. Yeah, super hard to achieve when you hate everything about yourself. Super hard to achieve being glitzy and glammy when you're literally like, just put me in a paper bag and don't look at me.
No, but the way you would rock, paper, bag, like...
Can I? Oh, it's just...
No, you're gonna look phenomenal. You have just like the best style. Like, you do.
You see what I'm wearing? I'm wearing jammies.
I love. You know what though? I'm pretty bummed about this because I think you've worn like a cream colored sweater for all of our yaps, and you're breaking the cycle.
I'm so have too.
I'm so bummed.
So have. Oh my gosh. I literally never intentionally did it, but then the last one I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm wearing white every episode. Yeah, no, this is called my laundry day outfit. But, yes. So going to a wedding, let me know. Let's send dresses back and forth.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I've tried on 6 and it's not going well, and I'm still waiting for them to refund my credit card. So
thanks. I think I'm going to wear the dress that I wore to your wedding because your wedding was in January.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's the elk of Christmas, that dress.
Yeah, it was very.
Very, very crema. I love it.
Yep. Very Chrysler.
So, Mary Chrysler, I literally need a dress. So, hit me up if you know where I live. Tell me where to go to get a dress.
Have you tried Baltic Born?
No, because if you order from them, you can only get store credit if you return it.
Oh, no.
Did you order a dress from
No.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, Kayla, you're
But I know they have
rude.
like very shiny, like sparkly, glitzy,
No, they have the
glammy
perfect dresses, but I'm not willing to gamble for store credit. I'm sorry. I don't want to shop at your store.
No,
I'm
and
only
it's not
here
like the
'cause I have
dresses
to
are
be.
cheap. Like, they're not like crazy expensive, but they're not cheap.
And I could buy one and then get store credit and like buy casual everyday clothes. I don't need to buy like a glitzy dress with the store credit. But I'm like, how in 2024?
Yeah.
Like, just give me my money back. Like,
The technology is there.
we can all agree. Like, I might shop again at the store, but like, I don't need you to force me. Don't
Right.
hold a gun in my head to come back to the store. Like, you make enough money. Like, give me my money back. Ugh,
My
anyways.
money back.
Give me my money back. But yes. So other things that happened. Let's talk about this because it just happened, and I'm very excited about it.
I'm very excited about this too. I feel like I know what you're going to say.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, what are you
Lindsay
going to say?
Hubbard.
Yeah.
Lindsay Hubbard had her baby.
Congratulations. I think it's yesterday. I mean, she posted this, like today, but there's no way she had it today.
So maybe
Her
she
today.
had it like a week ago, but she's been
She
posting
posted
actively
like a
on
couple
her story.
Yeah, I don't think she's...
But it might have been misleading the consumer. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't think that's her vibe. Like, she's very,
Really? Authentic. She is.
yeah, authentic. That's a good word.
And it's not like she's Kim Kardashian where like she needs a private suite of a hospital to give birth.
Yeah.
Like, it's just Lindsay.
Yeah, so Lindsay Hubbard is a star of a reality show Christina and I love. It's from Summer House. She is like an OG cast member on there. Summer House is a spinoff of Vanderpump Rules, actually.
It is?
Yes. The first episode started, it was like, Stassi and Katie from Vanderpump Rules had gone to visit the twins. Remember the twins?
Oh, yeah.
And then they
the
just continued on the
twins.
episode.
But that's
It's not really like a spin-off. It's more like that's how they introduced the show. I guess it's not a spin-off technically.
Not a spin-off.
Not a
Because
spin-off.
I was like, but they weren't like, it would have been a spin-off if Stassi was like on the
it.
show.
Yeah. Speaking of
But it's
Stassi,
like-
she has a reality show coming out.
Oh yeah. What's
Yeah.
that called?
Stassi.
Sitting with Stassi.
Stassi.
I was always confused before I entered the reality TV like version of my life. I would always get confused between Stassi and Stassi Baby, which was Kylie Jenner's
friend. Yeah.
And I said, they're not the same.
They don't
person,
look
but
alike.
They're blonde, but they're blonde, and they're popular in pop culture. So like, who is who? But I realized like one's significantly older. Stassi than the other. But yeah, I'm so excited for Lindsay Hubbard. It's so interesting to me that she went to Summer House this season pregnant.
I know. You know what's also so interesting for me is, so at the end of the last season that has aired, her and Carl broke up, right? And so at the reunion, people were kind of coming at her a little bit. They were. Because people love to come at her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She knew she was pregnant then. She knew. Mm-hmm. And the way she held it together, she was so cool, calm, collected. She looked gorgeous. She has really matured because she's come a long way.
She was protecting herself in so many ways because, like, yes, the internet hated her and, like, there were only a few people. And even I included was, like, she was annoying. Like, Carl, like, she was kind of being crazy on the show. Yeah. And, like, she's always crazy, though. But then, like, things started to come out and, like, you kind of saw, like, Carl just do some weird business things. And you're like, oh, maybe there's something to, like, why she was getting mad. And, like, honestly, like, they talked about it a lot on the show. But, like, the financial situation of their relationship where he was not working. Yeah. And she was like, what are you going to do? And he was like, I'll open a sober bar. And she was like, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
And then he wanted to become an actor.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. So it's just like, yes, like people were hating on her for being so negative. But she was in this point of her life where she was like, we're getting married.
Yeah. You have to have a plan.
You have to have a plan. So for her to end up with someone like so businessy and so like, I know what I want. I want a family. We have no idea who this man is.
No,
but she posted the last name.
Yes, I saw that.
And I literally immediately went to Google, no shame, and I said, what's the last name? I was like, the last name, and then I searched like businessman, New York City, LinkedIn, and I was trying to find out, like,
did you find him?
Who is it?
No. Yeah, I mean, which I think it's like props to him.
I respect all privacy, but
we did try to Google you. Yeah. Well, I'm sure a lot of people did. No, but I'm like very like proud that she's not dating someone who like just is in it for the bag, because like I think he could care less that she's like popular.
Oh my gosh, she has all the fame she needs. She doesn't need someone else like having the fame. Like she is enough, and I think I think this is perfect for her, like having a quiet life on the side. Like she does not post him.
Exactly. And
she
she's
probably
always wanted
won't post
kids.
her kid. Right, and she's always wanted kids. So I think this is like the perfect situation. I hope they, get married. I hope it's not like she has this wonderful life and then the man leaves her situation. Like it kind of makes me sad that they're not married right now.
I bet they will get married.
But like why wait,
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like maybe because I guess they were dating for a little bit and then got pregnant. So she was like, I don't want to be pregnant when we get married.
Yeah, exactly. I bet
this is all speculation.
Plus, like now, it's been like right now has been a year since her and Carl broke up. Like she hasn't even been with this guy for a year, because she was newly dating that one guy, like the baby's dad, at the reunion. Like they had just started dating.
Yeah,
dating for a couple months.
That's crazy. Yeah. So it's Gemma, Britt, Koof, or Kufe, or
I love that name.
Gemma.
So cute.
So cute.
So
like
cute.
Lindsay and Gemma. Like
Lindsay
so
and Gemma.
Very cute. Her nursery, outstanding.
Yeah.
Have you seen the photos of it?
She is very cute. Her apartment is gorgeous.
Yeah, and it's so funny to me that Carl lived there. Like,
yeah, that like
she has not moved. That's the guest room. Like, that's the guest room he locked himself in. Like, now it's a baby nursery. Yeah. It's just wild. So,
and she's like glowing, and he looks like he like got the wrong end of Ozempic. Like he looks awful. He's like,
I haven't seen him like recently, but when he was doing his little tour, I need to look him up. When he was doing his little like mocktail, whatever company
Yeah.
which is cool. Like I think it's
for
great.
real.
I think they'll talk because he brought it to the Summer House, so I think we'll see that on the season. Which,
Yep.
by the way, I've never watched Summer House in real time. When does it air usually?
The winter, I think.
So like coming up,
Like
soon?
coming up.
Heck yeah!
Yeah.
I'm so pumped to watch it in like real time.
Yeah.
We've always just been behind.
That's how I am with Southern Charm. I've never watched Southern Charm in real time, and it's currently airing. But I'm also like one of those people that I have a really tough time like watching things in real time anyway. Like I'll let the whole season come out and then watch it because
Man,
I'm not waiting for a new episode like week to week. I'll lose interest. I will lose interest like wholeheartedly.
that's literally like Cody started watching the Saint Dennis show, which is
I
like
love Saint Dennis. It's
the
so
medical
good.
version of The Office. It's so good, but it's week to week.
Yeah, which
And
is
I
why
was
I've
like-
stopped watching it. I'm just gonna wait for the season to finish. Like, no shame. I watched 2
No, I
episodes.
literally
and I was like,
"Have
I'm
you
out.
watched it
And
recently?" And he was
for this
like-
reason, I am out.
He was like, "It comes out every week. I have to wait for it." I'm like, "Yeah."
Is he liking it? Are you
think
watching
he
it
does.
too?
No, honestly, it's cute. It's funny. It's just not for me. Like I liked The Office, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
And I am just kind of into like, I don't know. I'm into other things, and I'm in this stage of life where I am baking in the kitchen while he's watching something.
Oh,
Like,
that's
I'm
cute.
doing something.
So you're there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to like the jokes and everything, but
It
I'm
is
not,
funny.
like, focused
Honed in
but
on it. Yeah.
But I'm excited. I will say with the Summer House, I feel like I can do the week by week schedule.
Yeah.
Because there's so much drama that happens. So
Yep.
it's like, I think I'll be good with that. But anyways,
I'm excited.
She.
I wonder how it's gonna play out in the next couple of seasons with her being a mom. Like, is she coming back? Is she gonna bring the baby? Because Kyle Cook with a baby, like, could you imagine Paige DeSorbo holding a baby?
Okay,
Like that baby's gonna spit up on
low-key.
her clothes.
Low key, I could see it happening. Like, not every episode. Definitely one episode she will bring this baby.
Yeah.
And they'll probably blur its like face. Like they'll probably hide it in like a
Yeah.
baby carrier. She will bring this baby for one episode and make so much money from it. I guarantee you they will pay her the prettiest penny to do
Yeah.
so. And she'll say, college fund right
Yep.
there.
Yep. Because I
Like-
could definitely see her putting all the money that this baby is making into into her college fund. Like I could see
yeah.
her not holding on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be so funny to, so hopefully when they start filming, or she might announce that she's done, but she's just waiting until this current season comes out because maybe something happens. I have no idea. Like
Yeah.
nothing has been speculated except for, did you see that the speculations of like Paige and, oh my gosh, I know it.
Craig?
I know his name. Thank you. Paige and Craig.
Yeah,
Like,
but
they're not broken up.
they're
right?
not, because do you listen to the Giggly Squad podcast?
Oh, did they talk about it?
They talk about Craig all the time on there.
Okay, but like
Just, like-
they didn't explicitly say like address the rumors because there were like a bunch of rumors going around that they were broken up.
I don't think that they like if they have, I didn't hear it, but
Okay.
they talk about him all the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's
I
no
figured
way
nothing happened.
Right, and it's like Hannah talks about her husband. What's his name? Desmond. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's no way they would have broken up, and she wouldn't have addressed it because she tells stories
Yeah.
about him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe not, but I did see that. So
That would be
Hoping
so
it's
weird
a-
for me if they broke up. That's like
they're so long term.
Yeah.
But like you never know.
You never
People
know.
It happens. So
it do
you
be
never know.
happening.
Speaking of reality TV, which like I don't watch this, but you do, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. Vanderpump Rules is getting a new cast entirely, so they're doing away with the OG cast due to all the drama. They refuse to be filmed together, so you know what? They said, sorry,
They said,
you don't get a show anymore.
No more.
Yeah,
No, I
clean
actually
hands.
wholeheartedly support this, and I think this would have happened like a couple years ago had Scandival not happened. For people who don't watch Vanderpump Rules, it was like a big thing in like the reality TV universe where this one guy, Tom Sandoval, cheated on his longtime girlfriend Ariana Madix with their best friend Raquel Levis, and it was termed Scandival. It was like this whole huge thing that like launched a lot of like internet drama and stuff like that. But because of that, I think specifically because of Scandival, it kept the show going in its current like matter for a while.
1000%.
Yeah. But I watched an interview with another girl, Lala Kent. I watched an interview where she was like, I haven't spoken to Ariana since the last reunion. Like, What?
Girl, that's
What?
crazy.
Like, y'all were really good friends. Like, that's really bonkers to me.
But Ariana has all these new opportunities.
She's not. She's way bigger.
She was in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. She's on Broadway.
She's on Broadway.
She
hosted Love Island. Like,
oh yeah. I forgot she does that. So yeah, she's just on a
so much bigger than this.
caliber. And I'm excited as someone who's never seen Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, maybe this is your chance.
This is my chance. So I'm hoping that because you're open-minded, you will be watching the
I'm
new
excited.
cast.
I will watch the new cast because they kind of tried to introduce some new cast like a couple years ago, but it wasn't authentic because like the old cast was still on there.
Yeah.
But the prime time of Vanderpump Rules is like when it first came on, the first like 5 seasons when Stassi was on there and like, you know, people were still working in the restaurants and stuff.
I was going to say,
so
that's the main thing. Isn't it like why people are annoyed now is because
no one works there.
And
they
that
got too
was, like,
famous.
The premise for the show was like they follow the waitresses and the waiters of this restaurant, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so are they going to be... Like, is the new cast confirmed that they are waiters and waitresses at the...
Yes. I saw a TikTok, which obviously if it's on TikTok, like it's 100% true.
It is. I'm sorry. Facebook is false, but TikTok is true.
It's true.
Like, I've never seen false data on that app. I'm sorry. Like,
no, I saw this like TikTok that this guy had like visited LA. So he went to Sir, the restaurant where they like get their staff, the cast from. And he was like, have they picked, you know, the people? And they're like, yeah, like they all work here. They like interviewed the whole staff.
Way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. I think I will get into the new, and I'm sure they'll bring back like the people that, you know, Andy Cohen is still close with, even though Andy Cohen says he has nothing to do with like the casting and the show, whatever.
Yeah.
I think they will bring back like, you know, they won't bring back Tom Sandoval. I think they'll bring back like pieces of people and be like, sure, come for a few.
Speaking of Tom Sandoval, did you see that Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz restaurant is closing?
Yeah,
thank God. That restaurant, it looked really cool, but like it was in a strip mall in LA. Like,
oh, I didn't even know where it was. I just heard it was closing.
Schwartz and
that
Sandy's.
Sounds right.
Yeah, that's pretty on brand.
It's giving the same energy as like the pajama girlies. It's like, you wanna like, you wanna like, you think you're so passionate about this thing. It's like you're really not. You just want money. And it's like at the end of the day, I don't think these two were passionate about sandwiches. They were just like, oh, we're famous.
Yep.
We can make sandwiches. Like people will come. And it's like, no, people will actually not come.
Yep.
And they'll come because it's popular. They'll come to see you one time and then they won't come again. And it's gonna happen with anyone who isn't set up. Like if you are a gym fitness person, like my husband's obsessed with like Nick Bear and like all the, like he is the gym. So it's like if he sells gym stuff, like people will come.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got people like Tom Sandoval, Tom Schwartz. Are they making sandwiches every single episode of Vanderpump Rules? No. They literally, and are Cecily and Samantha like in their pajamas all the time when they're making content?
Cecily is in her pajamas like a lot. That's true. What's happening?
What?
We're celebrating. Congratulations, Cecily.
Okay, if you're not watching, balloons just like came up on my screen. What did I do?
I don't know. It's like whenever you do the heart thing, like maybe you did celebration
There's
hands.
hearts, but like, what did I do with? Anyways, if it's not authentic to your brand, it's not gonna do well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised their sandwich shop closed. I forgot it was even around because I don't watch the show, but yeah, it's not shocking to me. So
yeah. Well, let's see. Pivoting from that. Okay. Oh, we need to talk about this. Wicked.
Okay. I forgot.
Yes.
I forgot.
Christina and I are obsessed with Wicked. And I went into it.
If you listen to last episode.
Yeah, exactly.
If you listen to the last episode, I was freaking out about it for like 30 minutes. And I promise not to do that here, but continue. Yes, you've been obsessed with Wicked since you were little.
Yeah, so I very much grew up like theater. Like I was in theater like, oh, your claw clip is so cute, by the way. If you're not watching, Christina has like a bow. That's so cute.
Thank you. Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. Anyway, I like did theater like all through middle school, high school, things like that. And so, you know, every theater kid has seen Wicked and like knows the soundtrack. But I had forgotten the storyline. Also, I did not realize it was not just the first act. Like I forgot it was just the first act.
So, okay.
Or I didn't realize.
so many things. Yeah, a lot of people did not realize that it was just part one.
Yes.
And while I would love to talk about the whole thing, like the whole Wicked.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't feel bad for those of you who might have spoilers. And I'm not going to say anything to spoil the second part, but like I don't feel bad. You know
No.
why? The musical has been out for 25 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost. So you have had time. And so now I have to go around my house because I took my husband to see the movie. And wouldn't you know, he loved it because I knew he would. He denied it when we left the theater. He was like, it was all right. And then, you know, a couple days later, we're singing the songs. A couple days later, he's like, let me see if I can find the bootleg version on YouTube. And he found it. And so we've been watching it. Anyways, now I can't play the part 2 music because he's like, it'll spoil it. What do you mean?
That's a you problem, not a me problem, brother. Like,
I started listening to it.
Yeah.
And he goes, wait, what? It's like,
they cast it so perfectly. It was so good. Like, oh my gosh, it was so good. It exceeded my expectations. Long. Oh yeah, it was long. It was but they couldn't have cut anything. If they cut anything, it wouldn't be as good. And
as someone who was like, I don't really care if they like change it a little bit. Like I do care. Like I'm not. Sorry, I just hit my microphone. I'm not a musical theater girly, but I am when it comes to this musical. Like I didn't want them to like butcher it, and I knew that they weren't going to, based on. First off, we see Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo crying every time we see them.
Oh my gosh!
I'm like, these girls care about this movie. Like they care. So I knew they weren't gonna mess it up. But
if I was that talented, I would be so much crazier than they're acting. Like they deserve to act that bonkers.
Yeah, no, it was so well done. Ariana Grande transformed into Glinda. Like she has a very distinct face.
Yes.
I did not recognize her as Ariana Grande.
Nope.
And that, like even
and
like
her
watching
voice
it with my
and
husband
her like
was
mannerisms. Like, what the heck? It was so
and
crazy.
Her voice, like literally, when she said she started training like for opera singing, like she was not lying.
No.
It was ethereal. It was insane. And so I literally get chills. And so we'll talk about our favorite parts. But as a whole, I just want to like recap. As a whole, the plot and everything, the things that they added, I think were so necessary.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
they clarified things.
And you were saying, like, you appreciated the musical, but you had forgotten the plot. So let me ask you, before you went to the movies to watch, did you know the plot? Like, did you refresh yourself, or did you just go in blind?
I just went in blind.
Okay.
And I'm glad I did, honestly. Like, I'm glad I did.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I watched the musical on, slime tutorials on the internet, like, many times before I went. And I liked the adjustments they made. So a few of them, I'm not going to nerd out. I'll stop talking about this. But, like,
no, please, go on.
Just to name, like, one was like in the musical, Elphaba was already going to the school.
Oh, yeah.
So like she was enrolled with Nessa Rose in the musical, but in the movie she was not.
Yeah.
And she was like basically had to like not beg her dad, but Madame Morrill had to like go at bat for her with her dad.
Yeah.
And I think that makes so much more sense because like she's hated by her dad and all the nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
But I just really liked the additions that they made.
Yep.
And the music gave me chills.
It was phenomenal.
Like, those two girls can sing.
Yep.
Like, it was insane.
Yes.
It was fantastic. I've watched it 4 times now. I watched it 2 times in theaters and 2 times illegally. I'm so sorry.
Get her. Get her, boys. There she is.
Guilty. Have you seen
Suspect has watched Wicked 2 times illegally.
That challenge is so funny. We need to do it when
we do. That's such a good idea. I have a lot of content we could make whenever.
We need to do that.
That's gonna be funny. That's a good one.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I won't nerd out any longer about Wicked.
What was your favorite part?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I was gonna say my favorite song / part that I wasn't expecting, but there was so much symbolism in it, and I really appreciated it, was The Wizard and I.
Oh!
So, like, it's such a good song, but the way she does it at the end, when she goes, like, higher, they all hit these high notes, these optional high notes, and I just loved it.
Yeah.
And so, like, my favorite part, and it gives me chills, is when she's, like, running out into the desert.
Yep.
And I took honors English. I can provide an analysis for what I'm looking at when I'm reading or when I'm looking. TikTok told me a lot of things about this movie, but I came up with this one on my own.
Yeah, yeah.
She is basically, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie. She is basically, she's running out into the desert and she's singing so passionately about what she's going to do when she meets the wizard and like how the wizard's going to like provide for her, whatever. She is singing about this, running into the desert, looking out into nothing.
Yeah.
Because that's what she gets when she meets the wizard.
Yep.
Is nothing.
Yep.
Because he cannot provide her anything.
Oh,
and I just
so
think there's something
good.
so powerful about that. She's like singing her heart out. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to like be degreenified and all these things. It's a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Honey, it's not going to happen. And it's so sad.
Yeah.
So I get chills every time. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part is not that deep. I'm
really sorry.
I wish it was, but I was like, no, I like Dancing Through Life with Jonathan Bailey because that boy, he can dance.
So good.
Okay, now I will say, if you haven't seen Wicked yet, like, you're missing out. Pause this movie, go see Wicked, and come back and listen to this podcast. Mm-hmm. But the part in Dancing Through Life, whenever the little library is like spinning.
Yes.
It like spells Oz. Yeah, the like ladders line up and it spells Oz. I don't know. It was so good. It was so good. I like that. Like I love that song. It's so catchy and I love his dance and he's like, life is fraughtless when you're thoughtless. It's painless for the brainless. Like it's right there.
It's right in
front of you, people.
We're not going to say anything. But let me tell you, the way in which it is right there.
Exactly. Yep.
So you do remember.
Yeah.
Like things. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's just, yeah. So anyways, I just loved every minute of it. And I'm so excited for like part 2. But it's a year away. So
part 2 is sad though. And you know what other movie is like this? Another musical is Into the Woods. Have you ever seen Into the Woods?
No, but I want to.
Oh my god, it's so good. But
okay, I need to
Into the Woods. Well, Into the Woods is on like Disney Plus. Yeah, it was in the theaters recently, and I forgot. It was like 6 years ago. Not recent. No spoilers. Not recently. But I had seen the play, and it's cut into 2 acts. Mm-hmm. The first act, so girly swirly, so fun, so musical, so dancing, like princes, fun. The second act is people are dying, like bad things are happening. And it's very sad and like we could have just ended it with the first act. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I remember Wicked being similar to that. Like the second act is really, really emotional and hard.
Yeah.
Like not fun.
The cinematographer for the movie was interviewed recently and she was like, the first movie was so fun to shoot. Like, the first part was so fun to shoot. And she was like, I absolutely loved both parts. But, like, the second part is dark.
It's dark.
Like, it's 2 separate movies. Yeah. And there's a reason why they did it like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's going to be something.
It's going to be good.
Okay, so let's jump in. I have some hot takes that literally I wrote down in October. And we haven't been able to talk. So
yeah, I was about to say, I think this hot take is from October for me. But it's still applicable.
It's still applicable, but like we can remodify if we need to. But my hot take, can I go first?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My hot take of this month and all the months, there are too many recipes and it's giving me anxiety. And let me elaborate. I scroll on TikTok and I'm like, oh, all these recipes look so amazing. But it's like, sometimes I just wish, like, as a society, we can agree, like, this chili is the chili recipe.
This is the best chocolate chip cookie. Like, there's no more competitions. Like, this is it.
And you can't say that unless your chocolate chip cookie was voted the best by everyone in the world. Like,
because
I'm
they're
so
all
tired
the
of it.
best chili recipe, like.
And let me tell you, I've made the best chocolate chip cookie recipe, and it wasn't that good.
It was okay.
I'm just so over, and like every recipe has different like modifications and all that. Like I get it, like like cooking is passion, and we're all passionate about it, and like there are different variations of things. But just stop. If you're not the best, don't say you're the best, and just can we come to an agreement that some recipes are just the same, and we can just like let's all co-publish the recipes together. Instead, I'm bombarded by 72 different chili recipes that all have the same ingredients. Why?
Right, and they all have the same ingredients, just like different variations of it. But like, especially for baking, like when you're baking, you have to be very exact, or things just do not come out right. Like, how are there? Okay, I don't sourdough because I have my own personal sourdough. I don't sourdough because I have my own personal sourdough baker. I sour. That's funny. Because I have my own personal sourdougher down the street from me, and like it's great. So why would I try to take on more responsibility when I have my own like sourdougher, you know?
No, sourdougher.
But I've heard that there's like so many different ways to sourdough, and it's not for me. Really? Like, I have a lot of living things in my house currently. I don't need a jar of, yeast tea, water on my counter.
I have 3 to 4 living things running around at all times, you say.
Yeah,
so, like,
exactly.
No, you don't need another living thing in a jar. I get that. That's really funny.
Yeah.
But anyways, what's your hot take?
My hot take is that live music in restaurants is getting out of hand. And now, okay, I say this.
I agree.
I like live music. Like, don't get me wrong, but there is a time and a place, and I'm holding space for live music, okay? I say that, but there's also not space for live music. Like, if we're going out to dinner and we're at like a little country bumpkin restaurant and we're blasting the loudest music, like we're in a hometown barbecue restaurant on like a Thursday afternoon. These people don't want your live music. They just don't.
It's so true. And they think that they're rock stars.
Yeah.
And like, can we come to the conclusion that you are a D-list celebrity?
And if you want to play your music in a public space, like I am so for that, like following your passions, turn it down, babe. Turn it down. I can't even hold a
silent
conversation.
disco if you want.
I can't hold a conversation because Jimmy Buffett's screaming in my ear.
Literally, and I think they would be so much more popular if they're like, hey y'all, we know that you're enjoying your sweet baby barbecue ribs, and we don't want to get in the way of that. We're just gonna provide some smooth tunes in the back.
That is my biggest complaint, is turn
$10
it
tip
down.
In the bucket.
Yes. Take requests. Turn it down. My request is that you turn it down. Like,
literally
you can
write
play
that
here.
on a request.
Like, go outside. Like, you don't need an amp. This is like the size of my living room. You do not need an amplifier.
Literally. No, literally.
Yeah.
No, or make it acoustic. We love an acoustic cover.
Acoustic set. Like,
just
all for
unplug.
Yeah.
Make it like Justin Bieber acoustic sessions.
Listen,
like,
if Mumford and Sons can get away with playing a trash can as one of their songs, like, you can do it. I promise. All right. Well, now I think this brings us to our next segment called Yikes, Another Day in History. Christina, do you want to take it away?
Sure, why not? Let me tell you, I looked on our frequented visited website, which is thisdayinhistory.com or history.com, whatever it is.
Yeah, whenever I pull up my internet, it's like that's my suggested site. Because I look it up for the podcast.
But let me tell you, I was bored looking at those articles, honey.
They were boring, sweetie.
I was bored, and I tried to make something out of it.
Yeah,
but I said
they were all about like the Vietnam War and World War II. No offense to our veterans, but
boo! Yikes. It was so bad. Ugh. So I said this day in pop culture history. So I went to this day in pop culture history, and this day in pop culture, which wasn't pop culture back in 1952, but it was. I mean, it was important back then. Television's first on-screen pregnancy appeared in the late 1940s sitcom Mary Kay and Johnny. That's not relevant, but fans have often credited I Love Lucy for being the first. CBS would not allow the word pregnant to be used during the episode, which aired on this day in 1952. Instead, Lucy was expecting, both in the storyline and in real life.
Cute!
With her on-screen husband, Desi Arnaz Jr. So I just found it super interesting that they weren't allowed to use the word pregnant. And I'm like,
wow, we have gone in the opposite direction because it is like wild out here on TV. Did you watch Sabrina Carpenter's Christmas special?
no, it's out?
Yes, it's on Netflix.
Is it Scandi?
It's a
So you didn't watch it with your children around, right?
I started it and then I was like,
Oh my gosh.
like Tyla, you know who I'm talking about? Tyla, the singer.
No, everyone keeps talking about her.
She's wearing a
I was
ribbon.
like, Tyler the creator?
No, Tyla the like singer. She's related to Tyler the creator. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, for real. They're cousins.
They're cousins. She's wearing a
I
ribbon.
don't know who it is.
And so I was like, we gotta turn this off.
Oh my gosh, what happened to Christmas? What happened to rocking around the Christmas tree?
This is Jesus' birthday. Put some clothes on.
He was born. He was born. Put your clothes on. Oh, I hate.
Yeah.
That makes me sad. I thought it was going to be like a cute
No,
little
it
Christmas
was definitely
special.
cute. I mean, it was cute, but it was
Racy.
it was racy.
Ugh.
It's not family friendly for sure.
Well, freaking yeah. We've come a long way because literally they weren't allowed to say pregnant on TV.
Yeah.
And then it also says in January of the next year, Lucy Goes to the Hospital aired, which coincided with Lucille Ball's real life delivery of her son, which I know does not mean that they showed her real birth on the show, but that just means she gave birth and then had to give birth on the show. And like, did Girlie get a maternity leave? Like, I'm concerned.
That's crazy.
So I just thought that was wild. But my dad was obsessed with I Love Lucy.
I love Lucy.
I watched a few episodes and it's very cute. But like, Girlie, like, let's recognize what she did. She had a baby. She should say that she was pregnant. Anyways, crazy.
That is so crazy. You know what I like love doing when I watch sitcoms is I'll try to like spot whoever's pregnant, like because they're holding like hiding it with like a briefcase or something. You know, in the pilot of Modern Family, because I know you guys
I was literally just about to say that.
Claire's like pregnant and she hides it the whole time with her laundry basket.
The whole time with a pillow, laundry basket, like blocked by the fridge.
Yeah.
So funny. I told Cody at the end of the episode, he goes, we need to rewatch it. So I was like, yeah. Yeah. No, I love Modern Family. But that was my day in history. What was your day in history?
Oh, mine in history was way more, well, I can't even say more boring.
Educated. Okay. No, educate the masses.
Okay, I'm going to say it and then I'm going to ask you what year you think it was, okay?
Okay.
John Lennon was shot. You know who John Lennon is, right?
Oh,
he's the former member of the Beatles. He was shot and killed by an obsessed fan in New York City. Why would you, if you're a fan, why are you going to kill someone?
Wait, I'm just registering. I did not know he was shot. I thought he just died of old age.
Well, no, he was 40. He was entering his luxury Manhattan apartment when Mark David Chapman shot him 4 times at close range with a .38 caliber revolver.
Wait, 40? Is that why the Beatles were no longer, or had they broken up by then? Oh,
I don't know.
Don't ask any follow-up questions.
Nope,
my bad. Wait, that's so... I did not know he was shot. Am I
Wait,
stupid?
Paul McCartney, he's still alive. He was in the Beatles, wasn't he? He's still alive. Paul McCartney.
There's 2 that are still alive. Ringo's dead, right?
Yeah.
Ringo's dead.
Oh, George
died.
George Harrison is dead, right?
Yeah.
So everyone's dead except for Paul McCartney.
No, there's 2 that are alive.
Oh,
No. Oh, because you just said Lennon was shot. Wait. So who's alive? I don't know. I don't think it's just Paul. I think there's 2. But anyways, that reminds me because remember, I think we talked about this. Maybe we didn't. But they were going to come out with like a documentary from the perspective of each one.
Yep.
And we were like how boring and like how stupid.
Yeah.
And I did not know that he was shot.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
This changes a lot for me in terms of like, I think they were already broken up by then.
I think so too. Because...
How sad.
Yes. I'm pretty sure they were already broken up because this happened in what year, you think?
Oh, I'm supposed to guess. He was 40 and the Beatlemania was like when my dad was in college, 60. So I'm going to go 1983.
You were so close. It's 1980.
Really? I was
that's really good.
I did actual math with that one because I was like, okay, my dad liked them in college. He was born in 1945. I had to do math.
That was great. Your dad would be so proud of you.
Wow. He might be listening because
Yeah.
I've talked about him a lot. And so
This episode is dedicated to Ben.
shout out to the dads.
Shout out to the dads.
Shout out to the dads who are just quiet.
I want to tell you what. Oh, I think I might have already told you. Your dad told me at Thanksgiving that you're his favorite child.
Absolutely, he did.
He also said, "Don't tell her because she's gonna get a big head."
He literally tells me all the time. That's such BS. He tells me all the time because he was like, you talk to me the most. I was like, yeah, because here's the thing. When you don't have kids, you have time to have the long, drawn-out conversations with your parents.
Yeah.
When you have kids, you're chasing kids. You can't have these meaningful chats with your father.
Exactly.
So, my siblings, we all do a good job of talking to my dad. We all reach out. There's no one that's better at it. I just have the patience for it because as soon as I have a kid, I'm so sorry, Dad, you have to shut up because I cannot talk to you because I'm busy with a child. So... yes, I have the attention span for him right now, so I'm the favorite. But
he'll take his attention where he can get it,
Yeah, for real. So he's great. Shout out Ben. But I absolutely have loved yapping with you.
This has been so fun.
It's been so fun. We've had our technical difficulties, but
what episode doesn't? I may have cursed at the beginning. Before we started before we started recording, I said, "Wow, this is the first one I haven't had any technical difficulties yet."
And yep, and
because
she put them all on me.
I did. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, I think our yappers don't even know this. Is there's a hidden podcast episode out there somewhere because we recorded a podcast episode and it did not record on my end. So there is half of a podcast recording floating.
I should just post it of just me talking.
It's just Christina Laura and we have to fill in the blanks.
It's a call and response one. Like a choose your own adventure book. It's a call and adventure. Can you imagine? That would create so many psychological disorders within the community. They'd be like, it's a call and response podcast. What do you mean? And it's like, you have to fill it in. You have to talk to someone.
You're the host. It's genius. That's the next wave of
you
podcasting.
Post the script. Yeah. You post the script online. Yeah. And someone records and you're like, you're the host. Host the podcast with me.
The
and
sketch comedians would have a heyday with it.
Oh my. The psychological disorder that you would have. Funny. But it's a market. Should I tap into it? Maybe.
So far, no one's tapping it. I don't think that exists.
It would be on brand. It's not like I'm trying to make stupid pajamas. It's on brand for me. It might work because it's on our brand. Ugh. Anyways, tune in next year when Kayla and I launch our waffle maker business or anything super stupid and niche.
Yes.
Because and call us out when we do it. Say, you guys aren't experienced. And we'll say, we know. We're just trying to get your money. So
we just want to have money. Sorry about it.
We just want to have money so we can go buy farmland and live on a communal farmland together. So
honestly, that is my goal. That is wealth. That I want to quit my job, live on a farm.
So that's why we're doing this podcast, so we can go live on a farm. So support us by subscribing, liking, following us on social media.
I do want to say, okay, so since we have last yapped, we have launched our podcast because previously we just were recording it just for the heck of it, just cuz. But now we are anywhere you find podcasts. Thanks to our technical producer, Jeremy. He really hooked us up there.
Shout out. Kayla's husband, shout out.
But it has warmed me that, we have posted it on our social media. It has warmed my heart that people randomly have been like, hey, I listened to your podcast. And I'm like, what?
It's so cute.
What?
Literally no one has said that to me, but congratulations to you.
It's just been a couple people, 3, but that's 3 more than previously.
3 more than would have. Listen, we're grateful for all the listeners.
And when I tell you, Christine and I are so grateful for just spending this time together. We're going to do this whether you people listen to us or not because we enjoy spending time together.
It's so true. And I literally just got part of the technical difficulties was I was receiving phone calls from work. Can you believe it? It's Sunday, y'all. I don't need work phone calls on a Sunday. And let me tell you, just disrupted my peace because I'm trying to talk to my favorite person. And I just love our time together. And I want it to be uninterrupted.
I know. So when people are like, what's your podcast about? I'm like,
Just yapping.
We're literally just talking. It's so unserious, but it's like I look forward to it so much. So I'm so grateful we're here. Hashtag blessed. Hashtag grateful. Hashtag Christmas.
Hashtag Thanksgiving eternally. Oh, the FaceTime can't catch up on this.
Ooh,
Gen Z
okay,
heart.
Gen Z, get it together with the hearts.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, thanks so much for yapping with us, y'all. We look forward to next month where we discuss all the things that happened over Christmas. We're going to see each other over Christmas, so I'm sure there'll be drama.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure Kayla and I will get in a fight.
We probably
It'll
will.
be juicy. I don't think Kayla and I have ever fought, which is
No, we
which is
haven't.
great.
It's great. Let's keep that going.
Problematic.
It's because we don't get our feelings, weird. I think like we're just on the same wavelength. Like
we are. We're
Yeah.
definitely like we are sisters, and
Yeah.
like sisters that just like why fight when you can just not.
okay, wait. I'm about to like get so philosophical. Thank God that Cody moved. And I mean, oh my gosh, we have to like bleep that out. Thank God Cody moved to Redacted. And like, but I really do think we were like destined to meet because you grew up down the street from our childhood friends in Redacted. Like that's so crazy. A different city that's also redacted.
Redacted. Oh, we're just too famous.
Fine, where you
People
live,
can't
Redacted is a
know.
big place, so it's fine. Like they can't find you.
Yeah, no. Honestly, try to find me. I dare you.
Yeah, don't go John Lennon and shoot her 4 times.
Listen, I have a life to live. No, but for real, we were destined to just be sister-in-laws, and
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for my extended family. I cried over Thanksgiving, so it's coming full circle. At the end of the pod, we talked about Thanksgiving. I'm very grateful for my extended family and just
Oh,
just
your
the
extended
memories
family's
it's
grateful for
brought
you.
me. Ah, I love. Well, thanks so much for yapping with us. We will see you next time. Bye.
Love ya.